So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about stats of Throne and Liberty. I've already done one video on my YouTube channel regarding stats, explaining how you should distribute according to your weapon. Which weapon are you using as main weapon in Throne and Liberty? And that would be absolutely main objective, that you distribute your stats according to your main weapon. However, there is another story to this. There is another story regarding stats. It's a very important story. And that is, are you leveling or are you playing endgame? That is very important because I can tell you that right away, because I can now finally reach endgame of Throne and Liberty. And regarding stats, luckily, you can reset stats. There is a special tool in the game. You can reset completely stats in the game. 4 types of stats we have: strength, dexterity, wisdom, and perception. Now, I have started to play Throne and Liberty with specific combination, which I don't like now in the end. That is Greatsword and Wand. I should have tried to play Greatsword and Dagger. It is what it is. However, I didn't make mistake. I have increased my dexterity a lot. That was really good move during leveling. During leveling process, I have put almost everything on dexterity, which was fine, because you can see here, dexterity, what that actually means. That is ability to do max damage, more than min damage. So that is not that basic damage. That is strength. That would be more on the strength side. Dexterity is going to maximize to do that max damage, and that was fine. However, as I have now reached endgame, bit by bit, I can see that is not working anymore. In general, it doesn't matter which weapon are you using. I think that you should have high perception in endgame. Why? Ability to hit enemies. So perception would be, I will not say it's like accuracy, but it would be something like accuracy. This is your ability that you are actually hitting enemies. Very useful in endgame for PvP and for PvE, for both, right? So I think no matter which weapon are you using, it would be a very good idea in endgame to go with perception. Then other free stats, strength, dexterity, and wisdom, all depends on your weapon. So of course, if you are using staff, if you are using some weapon which is consuming lots of mana, go with wisdom. Go with wisdom, absolutely. If you want to improve your tankiness, that base damage, for example, if you are using as your main weapon sword and shield, S&S combination, you should go with strength. But don't forget, in endgame, perception. That would be my new perspective on the stats, how to distribute stats in Throne and Liberty. Because in the first video, I was showing different kind of stats in the game, which you have. I was showing with those points, right? What are you getting? Then you put certain points on strength, dexterity, wisdom, and perception. What are you actually increasing? Everything is fine. Like I said, all depends which weapon are you using. But another perspective on this, right, is, are you leveling or did you reach endgame? I think that for leveling process, you can do whatever you want, whatever fits your weapon, contribute the stats however you want. But when you reach endgame, you need to check at level 50, what are you going to do, purely situationally. And I think that you should add a little bit more focus on perception. In general, it doesn't matter which weapon are you using. I think that perception is very important. And then, of course, as your secondary or third or fourth stat, strength, dexterity, wisdom, depending on your main and secondary weapon. So that would be my take on the stats. I don't know, do you agree on that or not? But I have noticed that now during the last 3 weeks, or what we are playing now right over there in Korea. And what I have put here on the screen, right, would be something which I have noticed regarding stats in the game. Of course, we need to study in the future. Situation can change, right? Purely situational. We still need to play lots of PvP, lots of PvE content, guilds, raids. We are still getting Big Siege. Big Siege is coming to Throne and Liberty on February 3rd. First massive siege, right? We need to see how will the stats work, right? We need to see according to different kind of metas. Meta builds already building up. We have seen already that some meta builds are already working. For example, for melee DPS, most of the people are going for Greatsword and Dagger combination. Even that basically, look, any combination is viable. Any combination is viable. But I can tell you right away, I'm playing now for a while with Greatsword and Wand combination. For leveling, it was actually a pretty decent combination. However, I can tell you now that I'm not happy with that combination. I'll need to switch to something else. For overall damage combination, I think that, for example, longbow and crossbow would be very nice combination for damage, range damage. For healing, you want to go wand main, and then secondary, you want to go bow or staff. Very nice combination for healing. For tanking, you want to go SNS, sword and shield main, and then for secondary, whatever you want, it's up to you. However, regarding stats, like I said, we still need to discover many things. Currently, maintenance is up, so I'm using this opportunity to talk a little bit during live stream about stats. I'll probably use this as for my video for my YouTube channel. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I can put this right. I don't know, do you agree with me? If you agree, or what is your experience with the stats in Throne and Liberty, you can write in the comments below video, or you can write right now on the chat. But general idea regarding the stats is this, what you can see right now in front of you, right? So strength will improve tankiness, yeah, but it will increase your basic damage, your base damage, and your health. Dexterity, you're going to do that if you have, for example, greatsword during leveling. Yeah, I have went for dexterity, ability to do max damage, to crit, very nice. Wisdom, improve your mana usage, absolutely. And perception, ability to hit enemies. It would be actually accuracy, consider it like that, right? And when you reach endgame, rethink your stats, use that tool, put everything on 0, and at least that is my advice to you, go with perception. You need to have high perception because you want to have ability to hit. It doesn't matter, is it PvP or PvE. You want to hit your enemy. And then additionally, as your secondary, third, or fourth stat, you can go with strength, dexterity, or wisdom, depending on your weapon, right? Absolutely depends on your main weapon. However, for your any main weapon, perception, I think for endgame gameplay, that is my feeling overall, would be very important stat. If I see any kind of change regarding the stats, if I notice something big difference regarding distribution of stats, not only from my experience, from your experience also in the game, from many other players, I will let you know about that on my YouTube channel or during different kind of videos and on my live streams on Twitch. But for this evening, this would be my take on the stats of Throne and Liberty, what they actually mean in the game, strength, dexterity, wisdom, and perception, and how you should distribute your stats during leveling and on the end game of Throne and Liberty. If you are watching my live stream, let's go for our live stream. If you are watching this as video on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of Throne and Liberty videos in the future. I'm live streaming every evening about 6 o'clock Central European time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. See you soon.